And we're live. What's
Yay,
up?
on time.
Oh wait, this is not gonna work with just two people. So, guys, Emma may have not delivered, but Kayla did, so that's why Dan's not here. Yep,
Aw.
Dan delivered a 9 pound 2 ounce poop. And yeah, poop. Yeah, Dan is gonna be joining us shortly. He is unfortunately still booting up his computer. He just got power back. This is the episode that almost did not happen. Quite literally. And the only thing that will get his computer to boot up faster, actually two things. A, the power of friendship. And two, likes on this video. The more likes we get, the more likely Dan is to actually join.
Oh,
So,
I thought this was going to turn into like one of those
wish-a-thon or
like a college sports movie or something. Like we in the crowd, we were going to have to chant Dan's name, and that's what Dan.
Dan.
And
And then like as we get faster, it just transitions into a Batman movie. Dan man.
I mean, I was thinking Rudy because I think that Dan is also probably too small to play college football.
Yeah, and he's got Rudy vibes.
He's got the heart.
He is honestly, if he was in any football movie, The Blind Side, Sandra Bullock, right? Real similar vibes. He definitely has like Sandra Bullock vibes. And
yeah,
not to sound weird, but if you've ever seen Dan walk,
ooh.
But
Pops
I do believe I'm
locks.
getting the vapors.
Pops and locks, but never drops.
Yeah. Oh, just infinitely locked. My back's
I thought you were
up.
gonna say I thought you were gonna say Space Jam, but Michael Jordan.
We don't
when he was
disrespect
playing
Space Jam.
baseball at the beginning.
He's Daffy Duck in Space Jam. I'm sorry.
Eddie Murphy.
Also, I mean, not to get weird with the Space Jam stuff, but the remake of Space Jam,
Trash.
No, whatever.
Duty.
The guy, the girl, Bugs Bunny. What's her name?
Lola Bunny.
Lola still got it, and Lola's got like mom bod now, and you know what? It's doing it for me.
You know what's wild is how many people, and this pops up way more often, I feel like these days,
That's
and
what
I'm
she
just
said.
super uncomfortable. Like how many people there will be a change in a character or a uniform or something, and people get mad that it's less, and I say this just so uncomfortably, less bangable.
Listen,
Same thing with like the girl Eminem having sneakers instead of high heels. People were all in a tizzy about that.
you know, I think here's the thing: we're all into the women we're into these days because of the cartoons and shows we watched. You know, so
absolutely.
Yeah, like if you watched a lot of Golden Girls, like you got a type, you know, and it might rhyme with schmooger.
If you were raised in like the 90s on Pixar, you're just all about that dump truck. Let's be honest. Let's look at Dexter's Lab.
Dexter's mom.
His mom.
My God.
Mrs. Incredible.
Yeah, that's the two examples.
Girl.
End of list.
Yeah.
Oh God. Well, hey, listen, this is the woodworking podcast, and all these topics are woodworking adjacent. Humor. Let me fix my camera here real quick.
Please don't tell AWP HR.
We don't. That's Emma. Emma's HR, and she's about to go in.
I thought Emma was accounts payable.
And HR. And what's that other one? Logistics. She's also the warehouse guys. She's and she's Pam as well. She's all of them. Except we don't have a phone line anymore. That's why we have you guys email us. Wait, let me put this chat on live chat.
Eating shoes. You dumb.
Roger Rabbit. Oh, Jessica from Roger Rabbit. Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Meow.
Yeah. Why do I like redheads? I don't know. Cartoons.
Ooh. Also, Ryan Reynolds. Wait, that's different.
Well, Ryan Reynolds is I mean, we can all agree as all straight men that Ryan Reynolds he's our Ryan Gosling, right?
Oh yeah, he's
Yeah.
a man's Ryan Gosling.
Yeah, he can do no wrong. I'm sorry. Ooh, that is. There goes.
Aretha and I were talking. Something came up. She's been watching. Like she's gotten really into trash game show type TV shows.
Okay, go on.
Okay, so my wife uses TV to like disconnect, and she works high stress all the time. And
Oh,
so
she goes
when
the complete opposite.
complete, yeah.
Okay,
like,
yeah.
It used to be horror films, and she's like, I just like seeing Mother Nature just really get humanity. Like I feel like that is comforting to me. And then it got too real, and so lately she's been watching garbage reality competition type TV shows. So like what's that show?
The Bait Grid?
Splash Zone or something like that, where like you get paired up with somebody and then you have to run through obstacle courses. But she's been watching honestly, it's like a relationship version of Love It or List It.
But wait, are they trying to still find a house, or is it just people?
No, it's people. So they give ultimatums. Like one of them doesn't want to get married,
hey,
and the other gives
Dan,
an ultimatum.
Dan.
Hey, Dan. So she's been watching this, and the idea of hall passes somehow came up, and we were like joking around. She's like, I don't even know who my hall pass would be, or like whose yours would be. And I was like, well, why don't you take some guesses? She's like, Blake Lively. I was like, you're getting close. And she went the other way, and she like picked some other gal. I'm like, no, you went the wrong direction.
Wrong direction.
It's Ryan Reynolds.
It's Ryan Reynolds. Yeah, Dan, we were just talking about our love interest.
Oh, there's two greens. Oh, sorry, Braden.
Oh yeah. Change it up, please, if you could. I mean, or I'll change the color. I don't know.
Ooh, we call match.
I'll go with red.
I just do a gender reveal party every week. It's just pink and purple. It's a girl.
And
what's yeah. Do a good contrast. I like that.
Ooh. That gives me some really solid Miami vibes.
Yeah.
Complete with the neon.
Guys, do not recommend losing power. It's not fun.
No, it's the worst. Dude, you still look sweaty.
I'm still coming down.
Dude, I don't know how you guys
hasn't cooled off yet. I got the fan going right next to me.
His knees are weak and his arms are heavy.
How hot was it over there? Because it's in the 90s this week here.
It was so hot.
Right, yeah, it's 80 right now.
Ugh,
yeah, actually, right now it's not bad. Earlier today it got a little hot. Yesterday was awful. Until the storm.
Yeah, Alex, it's like
storm cooled it
down. August as of today, and I was not ready for that.
I like that.
Like it was worse than every week us going like, oh, it's Thursday. What happened with the week? It's like, it's August. What happened with the summer? So fast.
Gabby starts kindergarten in 2 weeks. Dude. So I've got to deal with that emotionally.
Okay. Schools that start ahead of September, straight to jail. Illegal.
Are you kidding? Back in my day. Yeah, back in my day.
My kids go back to school on August 8th, I think.
That is just too... Because then you're still going through like up until Christmas. Like it's 3 extra weeks of school that the kids have. And like as a parent, I totally get it. It's like get them out of the house. Yeah, I get that. Because everyone has
forgive me, I'm gonna snack.
Oh, please go ahead. Go ahead. But the whole like as a teenager or kid, whatever, being in school and like getting out or going to school like 3 weeks or 2 weeks earlier, just you feel like you lose a lot of the summer. It sucks. I don't know.
So I went to a year-round scheduled school when I lived in California. And so it was actually really nice because instead of having this big, long 3 months where you were bored by the third week in the middle of the summer, you would go for like 9 weeks and you'd get a week and a half or 2 weeks off sort of thing. And so you were constantly just being hit with these breaks instead of these long stretches of no break and then like too long of a break sort of thing. It was actually really nice.
Okay. So was it 2 or 3? How many breaks throughout the year did you get?
Like 6 or 7.
Oh, okay. That's weird. Little Montessori school. That's cool.
Alex is talking crap in the chat. Gabby's gonna fail kindergarten if Braden does her homework.
That's mean, but it's correct.
Gabby brought her. I'm very proud of my daughter.
She's great.
I talk a lot of trash, but she's smarter than, frankly, I have any business having a kid being as smart as.
I know the feeling.
I was talking to Aretha, as I do, and Gabby's last day of kindergarten is tomorrow, or not kindergarten, preschool, daycare. That's the thing it is tomorrow. And so they sent home her sign-in sheets, and she writes her name every single week, and it's got like a year's worth of her handwriting. And I was joking with Aretha. I was like, look, first page, we had Michael J. Fox, shaky handwriting.
Oh, too soon.
And look, now, rock solid. Still does not know what direction the capital G goes in, but rock solid.
Rock
That's
solid.
Confidence.
The letters might be backwards, but they're cute.
Yeah. Listen, here in America, you don't have to be smart. You just have to be confident.
Yeah.
And you've got to have better marketing than the other guy.
Except we don't allow backwards R's. That's the one. That's the communist one. That's bad. You guys keep your ya over there. Actually, that literally is the sound is ya. Yeah. So if you do backwards R, S, and then QUEEN, Yas Queen.
I was just gonna do backward R's and then an S.
Yas.
Yeah.
There we go. Shirt idea. Another Woodshop podcast. Backwards R, S. Yas.
What the heck does this mean? Yas Queen.
If you can read this, straight to jail.
And a 3 is a Z. Literally, if you write 3, like the number 3, that's how you write the letter Z.
Why do you know so much Russian?
Because I know Cyrillic. Ukrainian was my second language. I can read and roughly write Cyrillic.
You're a Russian spy, aren't you? That's what's really happening here.
Good luck guessing the activation phrase.
Pineapple.
Rabbits.
Nope. No, my activation phrase would be something that no one would ever utter. Like, I don't know, the Joinery podcast is the best podcast out there. Like, no one would say that. That's not the phrase, but I'm just kind of using an example. Braden activates, just walks up, just pulls out a rifle and walks out of the room.
Not my prison shank, Nana.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, well, my texts are just now coming through on my computer. That's fine.
Now you have your Wi-Fi's.
Yeah.
Ding, ding,
all at once.
Ding.
Hello, El Jefe.
25 hours.
Jeff from The Maker's Way is here.
It's a good thing, Dan, that you're in 47 group chats.
Oh, God.
That are chatty.
We're not in that many. Dan, I'm
only in 3.
I was actually thinking today, like, I have you in two group chats in my top 9. You're in my fave 9. And then I have you. But since we brought Braden on, I never text just you. It's always like,
what
just us girls, or just us girls plus Nick Brim.
I miss just you and me. Whatever happened?
Oh, I got you. Hey, girl.
'Cause it's you and me and all of the Braden.
If it's like a funny meme or some BS, we'll put it in the Uncrustables. That used to be the influencers. That used to be the influencers. Group chats are actually. I want to know this because this came up in conversation at work the other day. What are some of the weirdest? Because guys have the weirdest group chat names. We're all part of one that's literally just called Maker Come, spelled like that.
Are we supposed to say that out loud?
Whatever.
I think we're contractually obligated.
I don't care.
To talk about that.
Then we got the Uncrustables, which is just silly. I have one it's been a video game one for like over a decade. It's called the Tragedy of Darth Gerthius the Hung. That's
Good Lord, dude.
And it's great when Siri reads that. But I want to hear people's weirdest group chat names.
Are you talking about like when you're in the car and you're connected to CarPlay and Siri reads it?
Officer, I swear I wasn't speeding. New text from Darth Gerthius.
The Hung. You got to say the full name.
Sir, I'll just take that ticket now, please.
Yeah, because
I'm only in 3 group chats and it's all Maker centric.
And am I in all of them?
I think
I think I'm in all 3.
We're in all 3.
You are. I typically hate group chats of all sorts. Facebook, Instagram. And I don't need all those notifications. My ADD can't handle it.
Super soakers referring to Mormon soaking.
Wait, is that Was that an informational group chat or like a scheduling group chat?
Oh, that's good to know. Or did you guys need what do they call them? Shakers or whatever?
Movers and shakers?
No, like because there's what's the term for it? When you're soaking, someone shakes the bed. That's their loophole. No, that's a thing.
Earthquake buddies.
Dan, you're having a little like 5 FPS happening. Oh, I think, you're freezing up quite a bit.
Or you're just shakes the bed during soaking.
I think it's called a shaker. Because at Mormon universities, I've gotten some weird like Mormon interview TikTok stuff, and apparently people charge to shake the bed while people are soaking.
Well, let me tell you about the very top topic that shows up on Google for Reddit r Mormon.
Am I back?
Soaking and jump humping.
Jump humping.
Jump humping.
Dan, you're much better. That's good.
Mucho better.
Mucho better.
Yeah. I felt the glitch. I felt the matrix slipping away.
Yeah.
Somehow jump humping sounds so much better? More interesting? It seems like better marketing.
Jump humping sounds aggressive. It's like an assault.
It does, actually.
Yeah.
Oh, God. Wikipedia has diagrams.
Do you have a diagram on soaking by chance?
Yes. Yes, Wikipedia does.
When a man...
Send me that picture for reasons.
It looks like somebody was doing some R&D on how to give a Ken doll a penis.
Dude, Alex has the best one. That's what they should call it, because it's like a little earthquake. They should call them Quakers, because that would be hilarious. That is genius.
But also religiously confusing.
Oh, well, are Quakers? Is that a religion too, or they're just Catholic?
I always just assume Quaker. So when I picture Mormons, I picture the guy on the oatmeal can. So that makes sense to me.
No, that's Quaker. That's not
the Amish.
So those. Wow, they have a whole thing where they don't use power and shake beds. That's their whole thing. That's their 2 things that they do. And they make oatmeal.
I'm here to make oatmeal and shake.
The guy in the oatmeal can can be, in my mind, the guy in the oatmeal can could be Mormons, Amish, Pilgrims, Jehovah's Witnesses, and
Mennonite.
Men in tights.
Men in tights.
Oh, that's Robin Hood.
Or Mennonites are the ones that they're Amish, but they can use power things, I think. Yeah.
They can.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking
about. They don't call them vibrators, they call them Quakers. Jesus. Wait, what
I'm here to oat your meal.
Gross.
Oh, Braden. Oh.
If I have to see it, you guys do as well. Right?
Well,
it's like.
Oh, it is a Quaker. It is because it's Quaker oats.
I know what I'm looking at later.
Wikipedia?
No, just this picture.
Okay,
but so seriously,
the diagram. The diagram.
I like how it's got the big circle with the cross through it. No.
Oh my God.
I don't have hot water right
Guys,
now.
let me paint you a picture of this diagram. Essentially, it's the act, but then next to it is another photo of the act. There's no, don't show it on the thing. There's a double-sided arrow and it is crossed out like, not in my house. Like not Medina just walked in and was like, nuh-uh.
You leave room for the Lord.
Jesus.
Johnny.
Said
will you
Jesus.
give me one of these out of that cooler?
Please. My God. Yeah, Nebraska blocked all the websites.
Oh yeah, I got.
Nebraska blocked all the good ones, so you take what you. No, you don't need to take the empties, but I need one out of. I keep this. I keep track. They're trophies.
I'm so confused on the conversation that Dan is having with and around his family.
Oh, I'm telling my child to go get me another Busch Light, and he wanted to take my empties. I'm like,
no. I gotta keep track. Daddy has to keep track, otherwise he forgets.
It's like Daddy's egg timer.
Daddy has to CNC tomorrow. How's your day off?
Bro, I've gotten so many FC messages today.
I was gonna say, in typical fashion, was today a big Etsy day? Like every time you can't, you end up with like 47 orders.
Yep. I will have you know, Matthew, that we do not need Jesus. Someone reached out to us about this. They said they were going to do a prayer group around this time to block us from having our thing. And we said, if you don't realize that all of these conversations we have are just little snippets from sermons that we've heard in the past in church, you're missing out. You're too far away from the Lord. You strayed too far. Exactly. Yeah, this is all very religious. This is a religious woodworking podcast. You guys didn't know that?
I was always taught, and I was raised
I do need
church.
Jesus.
I was taught that as long as I ask permission, or not permission, forgiveness, it's all fine.
Yeah. That's what I love about the Christian faith. You can just ask for forgiveness.
Well, not the Christian faith, because you go Catholic and you've got to feel bad about yourself. But you go Lutheran.
I already do.
Lutheran,
I already feel terrible about myself. Look around.
Lutheran, you're just here for Jello, potlucks, and just generally feeling good. Just forgiveness and move on.
So, when I worked for the fruit-themed computer company, there was a lot of training on how to talk to customers. And you said the word probe, and it made me think of this. There's a concept of basically you say like, hey, so I can know more about blah, blah, blah. Mind if I ask you some kind of questions about this? And then you ask the question. So it's called position, permission, probe. And I have never not thought about it in the naughty way. So you position the statement, you ask permission, and then you probe.
And we just figured out how Pete managed to figure out how to have a kid in the next like.
And we just figured out this year's theme at Maker Camp:
position, permission, probe. Oh,
my
so
Lord.
dumb.
Onefinity needs to make that a T-shirt with the touch probe.
Yeah, what it's like. Are you ready to run? Yes. Permission, and then boop,
don't let them do that. You do it. You sell them.
Oh, they got a podcast now
with Twofinity on it.
To be fair, we don't know if it's a podcast. They may also have an audio online experience.
Hey, Alex, I am already having communal wine here, so yep. With the J-Man himself.
Where are your
Josh,
unsalted crackers?
The J-Man himself.
Where are your unsalted crackers?
The white crackers are downstairs. They're watching The Intern, one of the best feel-good movies. Robert De Niro, Anne Hathaway, melts your heart. I can hear the piano. They're at the chorus of the movie.
Is that what Emma's watching currently?
Oh yeah, we started watching. I had to come in and work. I was like, you girls enjoy.
We could have took the night off. We could have said, Dan still don't have power. Oh,
I was like this close to just being like, guys, let's just do the live. Well, we were just basically gonna do the live and then honestly just figure out the podcast at some point because Dan wasn't gonna have power. And then dang, power had to come back. So next week, like 99% sure we are not recording a podcast next week. I don't know.
99%? We're at 99%?
I don't know. Well, like we were going to take a week off anyways. If the baby comes this weekend, then I think taking that week off would be good. And if the baby comes right after, I'm just going to honestly just be mentally shot.
Yeah.
I'm already at like, her due date was 2 days ago.
You've just been like aimlessly walking around your shop, not knowing what to do.
I cannot focus. I can't I'm like lacking passion. It's super weird. I like cannot creatively express myself. I've been sitting in front of this computer like almost every night trying to play some games and I just can't get into anything. I literally just like, I need this baby to be here so I have something to do with my hands.
Oh, you're going to have lots of things to do
I
with your
know.
hands.
Have you considered solo soaking?
Do you have a diagram on how that would work by chance?
Well, you sit on one hand so it falls asleep and then you use that hand to move the other hand.
That's called a double stranger danger.
That's called a reverse Quaker.
A double Dutch stranger.
A Dutch Quaker. That's what it is. A Dutch Quaker. Oh, what's up, Jake Miller?
Hey, Jake. You came in at a good time. Or a bad time.
So anyways, that's when you grab your member and... No, I'm kidding. No, we're not going to go there.
Ooh, member like a Sam's Club?
No. Like, well, let's call it a patron, okay? By the way, if you guys haven't changed your names yet this week, I see some repeats like Max and
It's
Ophelia
called the Dutch
Reed.
Rudder. Says the
We're familiar. I mean, we're not. We don't know what that is because we're good old Christian boys.
Are we?
Amen. Blessed be.
What the hell?
I did very briefly attend seminary school, so
Patreon changed their whole website.
oh,
I do not like this.
Yeah, wait, I thought they did that a while ago.
now
No.
it's just now it just looks like Grindr.
Call it a Pennsylvania Dutch Quaker.
How do I log in with
Probably a username and password.
Could you tell me the password?
Yeah,
live-
it's
live on air?
capital P
Tier.
@ SS
Griffin.
Word
I'm in. All right, cool. We got it.
1.
Oh, I just had to click it and it remembered, right?
Oh, they changed everything.
No, what are you talking about? It looks the same.
They changed it all.
Why does it look different for me?
You're totally on the wrong website. You're on a different one.
Are you on as a creator or as a...
Patreon.com?
Yeah.
Oh jeez. Oh jeez.
Yeah, that's it. Do you see the
Hey,
audience or no?
leave that giraffe alone.
No.
Oh, then you're under the not under the creator, you're under the member. So on the bottom left,
Oh, come here.
see the
Come here,
Another
Jason.
Woodshop podcast logo?
Yeah.
Hit the 3 dots. And, I'm
Mhm.
sorry, hit the creator button where it says where it says member and then change it to creator. On the bottom left?
Sorry.
And then where it says creator after that, you then click it back to business.
Business. You remember those good old days? Dan broke Patreon.
Oh man, I'm not seeing anything you're talking about.
We'll figure it out after the pre-show.
Are you on patreon.com? Not Pennsylvania Dutch Rudder.
Dutch Rudder.
That was so hard to say.
Well, I know our show title this week. Let's see. Let's pull up actually our voicemails because we have ones of voicemails. Mm-hmm.
Wow. The hell is that about?
Yeah, just Alex.
Everybody. Alex is this week's favorite.
That's how you make the list, boys and girls,
I'm confused by this.
and Melissa, who's not apparently here.
Wow. Doesn't she know it's Thursday?
You know, Max, Mindy,
It's-
and Charlie Coons are all here. And you got Trey Studio. All 3 of them are here. You know. Actually,
Alex,
Melissa is here. She's
Dan
separate.
is pretty much currently like the
Sorry.
guys in Zoolander.
Alyssa's here. I apologize. I did not mean to show disrespect.
The files are
Inside in the computer.
I thought
I've
you were
got
talking
30
about when they were filling their Jeep full of gas.
Oh,
When they were dancing around.
that.
Orange mocha frappuccinos.
I think about that movie way too much. What is this? A school for ants?
What is this? A center for ants? It
It's
needs
like-
to be at least
You know, anytime somebody sends
3 times as big.
Anytime someone sends like a photo or a GIF, but they're in like crappy service and it comes out really small, immediately somebody in the group chat has to say that. What is this, a GIF for ants? All right, so we got Alex. Did we actually wait? Not angry, just disappointed. Oh, from the 31st. We have 2 from
Oh.
Alex.
I'm a hand model. We're a different breed.
What was his name? What's his face?
Dumbledore Hasselhoff.
No. Oh. It was some like it was basically a Harry Potter name. Oh my god, why am I blanking on their names? 2 main characters. What were their names? Go, chat. That's what we use.
Hansel.
Hansel, that's what it is.
Derek Zoolander and Hansel.
Yep. Okay, so we got that. And Dan, did you find it or no?
Nope.
Nope. Okay, we'll figure it out.
I have no idea what's going on here.
Oh, and the hand model is JP Pruitt.
Ah. What are we, your Pokemon? Yes. Also, I
Oh, wait.
have an embarrassing pile of liquids
I got it.
behind me.
Aha.
Got my coffee. Not Mike coffee. My coffee. Beer's empty.
All right.
Water
Braden,
and water.
I got it.
Oh, you do?
Yep. We have a couple new patrons.
Yeah, we got two new family patrons. You want to do let's see.
Hey, leave it alone.
All right, we're too quiet. We lost Dan and Braden. All right.
Sorry, I finally figured out Patreon, and
the names are inside the computer. All right, let's pre-listen to these two questions while everyone else records theirs and sends them in. Max and Alyssa.
I just had to walk over there and couldn't find Chase, and I turned on the light. And Gabby has this 4-foot tall giraffe toy that he had somehow gotten off the couch. And when I turned on the light, he looked embarrassed, like I caught him Pennsylvania Dutch ruddering with
was he soaking
the giraffe?
With the giraffe?
I couldn't tell if he was eating the head of the giraffe viciously or learning about his ever-changing body.
Giraffe
Max
too.
Reed and or Alyssa just sent in a question.
Wait, they have a 4-foot tall giraffe toy as well?
Oh,
why
are you guys at my house?
Why do you guys have giraffe toys in your house? I don't know. For all I know, this is happening in my future too. Whatever.
I guarantee you end up with the same giraffe toy. Because I'm gonna mail it to you.
Mail it.
Morgan Hop, the enemy is here.
Oh no, the other podcast co-host.
You mean CNC based audio experience? It's not even live. Is it live?
If we were seeing different types of CNCs, we would both be sharper and faster than they are. Haha, take that. CNC joke. I know I killed that one. Sorry. I just had to beat it to death.
You just broke my brain.
One of us.
I was trying to make a pun.
Oh God, Alex, I don't like that. No, I have not read him. Your Red Rocket and you. That makes me so incredibly sad.
Is that like a Fallout thing? I have
a during the actual podcast, can we talk about how I broke Braden's dog?
Again? You broke my second dog?
You have to tell us a story from yesterday that you refused to share in the chat. You said, I got a story to tell in a podcast. And he forgot.
I do have that story as well.
Okay, so there we go. Dan,
James Bond.
So you got poisoned?
No.
And you have to drink salt and pepper and throw up?
Drank a lot of alcohol?
No. Had a shaken martini, not stirred, but like
it
7
involves
times.
My children.
I don't remember any children in any of the James Bond movies.
Well,
are you sure you're not mistaking? You're mixing up like a James Bond movie and the
maybe Spy Kids.
Max beat me to it. Trying to work that joke in there. You know, it's a very controversial name.
Yeah.
All right, let me.
I brought up my kids, and then he's like, "Oh, wait a minute, maybe that's a bad joke."
All right, let me get because they typed
this stuff is so good, you guys.
What are you eating there?
Tex-Mex from Kroger.
Oh my God!
For Texican Mexican.
Wait, can you pick that up for a second? Pick that up one more time.
Let us see your sack.
For a second, I legitimately thought that looks like dog treats. It almost looks like a Purina logo. It literally almost. I was like, wait, is that actually human food?
Dan's power has been out. He had to grab them in the dark.
Oh my God.
Yo, when you lose power, you do whatever you can.
Whatever you gotta do to survive.
Right.
Yeah, but what do you do after your hand gets tired?
Dan sold one of his kids for 3 gallons of gas and a thing of Texican Mexican snacks.
And that's the story I was going to tell. Thank you, Braden.
That's it. Ruin the story.
God, I can't have any.
Get him anything nice. Let's see. Settings. Yeah.
Chase has apparently decided that 8 p.m. is his moron hour. That's what I'm going to say. Like, he just mentally breaks and he's like, I'm going to be the biggest a-hole I can everywhere. Sleeps 90% of the day. Like, sits next to me while I'm working, just sleeps, hangs out, goes outside. This starts, he's like, I'm going to destroy everything.
Same with my pets. This is the time they start like messing with each other and running around. But I think they've had a long like day and a half, so maybe that won't happen tonight.
Also, they haven't been in AC. They're all hot and bothered.
Probably. Max is laying right here sleeping.
Yeah, he's definitely tired. How's your cat?
He's over
What's
there.
new,
Doing his thing.
Pussycat?
He's just being
What?
Paco.
Pussycat.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Man, that's an old joke. Hope he's doing okay now. I know where he lives too. That's a. We're talking about John. John Mulaney. Oh, because. Oh, I was talking about the joke that when he went to a diner when he was younger and they loaded up the machine with. Yeah.
What's that got to do with where he lives?
Oh, I know where he lives because we got married across the house or across the street from his house.
Oh.
It's like in Connecticut.
Pre or post
he was in
rehab?
He was right at rehab. It was 2020 right at rehab. He was either there or he was just at another place
selling his Rolex that he just bought on a credit card for crack.
But yeah, he had bought a house on the same like street as the house we got married in. So that was pretty cool.
Oh, Emma's chiming in. You don't live there anymore.
Oh, well, he had to sell it because did he really?
Yes,
he has such a cute wife. Oh, what a bummer. I think cocaine and rehab will do that to you. So yeah, that's why I'm staying away from that.
That's why I don't do rehab.
Drugs kill dreams. Yeah, just drink like a regular person.
It's the rehab that gets you the divorce.
That's right. Always double down.
They did have a cute dog. That's right. Yeah.
What was her name? Stella. It was like an old lady name.
I don't know. What was it?
Muriel.
Gertrude. All right.
Petunia.
Speaking of old lady names, here's a question from Alex Adams.
Petunia.
Wait, that did not queue up. Hold on. All right, there he is.
Braden.
I don't like this already.
I'm not angry that you're limiting me to 2 questions per episode.
I'm happy
just
with it again.
disappointed that you're not making me the Andy Rooney to your 60 minutes, or rather your 150 minutes.
And rather.
But you will be happy to know that my ADHD brain does already have me writing down all of my questions in the Notes app and then recording them ahead of time so that they get out of my brain and they're always ready for the next episode of AWP.
That's us.
And on an unrelated note, if you happen to see a flash of light from behind one of your shrubberies at 3:32 a.m., it's definitely not me.
Shrubbery.
It was a very specific time.
Highway shrubbery.
But where is the question?
Oh, here it is.
Where is the question?
Hey guys, it's Alex at Type A Furniture, and I'm currently having some issues with end grain tear out when flattening end grain. So what I'm using right now is an Amana bit for this. It's about 2.5 inches in diameter.
Amana.
And it has carbide inserts.
Amana.
The 2 carbide inserts that are on the bottom are kind of set at like a low angle. And then it has 2 carbide inserts that are for cutting at the sides that are, perpendicular, if you will. And I'm still getting tear out when I think it should be doing fairly well with end grain with that setup. I do have a 3.5 horse router. It's on the lowest speed setting. And on my router sled, I put down a kind of a rubberized mat to put my end grain pieces on. I don't clamp it down per se, because typically that rubberized piece, it's kind of like that rubberized stuff that you put in your cabinets for like dishes and whatnot. So that typically holds it pretty well. So I'm interested in what you guys think I might need to do differently, whether it's something with the workpiece or if I should try a different style of bit.
Good question.
Before we go on, can I just get a wellness check for Jason Sullivan? Is he having a stroke?
Why did he get a pup cup for his dog?
No. So how or what did Dan get things done without power?
Oh,
what?
I just got a headache. He's probably just using Google Translate and translating from Newfie to English. So if you don't know, he's from the wild west of the Newfoundland, which is on the east. But anyways,
isn't that a type of dog?
Newfie?
I think so.
Maybe. I don't know. Well, speaking of my dogs, here's Max Reed.
Hi and hello. It's been a few weeks since I've really posted anything on Instagram, as I've been lacking motivation lately. What do you all do to combat?
By the way, Dan, you would appreciate this because I know you're on TikTok as much as I am. Doesn't his voice just make you expect a Minecraft video of someone jumping around? Right, okay, yeah. All right, sorry. Back to this. Oh, play it. Play the thing.
Really posted anything on Instagram, as I've been lacking motivation lately. What do you all do to combat the feeling of staleness with content creation and keep it fun and interesting? Love you long time, Max.
Shake the bed, bro. You want to spice things up? Get a shaker. Get a Quaker.
Get one of those beds you can put a quarter in. They just shake.
Oh yeah, old school.
Just get Alyssa to jump on the phone while you're recording.
Oh, it's so naughty. Good question though, because
it's called a pump and post.
Oh God, yeah, but good question because I'm literally in that slump right now. So I look forward to telling you how I'm not dealing with it.
A slump and jump and post.
A slump and jump and post. Just sounds sloppy.
I'm on the fence about having one of my children, getting me another beer or me getting up and doing it myself.
Just do it yourself.
It's good for the bones.
You were pretty quick on that, Pete.
Well, because here's my thing, and this is not from experience, but if you keep having him grab one, he's gonna associate that with like, wow, that was kind of fast to drink that one beer, and then he's gonna be like, oh, that's drinking a lot. But it's like going to multiple dealers so that your dealers don't know that you're hooked, so that they don't up the price on you. You go, real life example there for you. Not that I would know, but
my children don't charge me money.
I know, but you don't want them to notice a pattern. Patterns are bad. That's how you get caught.
Know the pattern.
That's how you get caught, Dan. Patterns are bad. Okay.
They know the pattern.
Never use the same Quaker twice.
Once they figure out there's a pattern, that's when inflation happens.
Yeah.
They all know there's a pattern.
Yeah, that's why the housing crisis, like the prices are up. They noticed we liked houses and they were like, hey, we should probably up the prices here.
That's how Amazon figured out that they could get away with really shipping things in like 3 or 4 days, or never shipping them.
See, listen, Onefinity heard that we did a podcast consistently and very well, and they're like, well, if they can do it, it must be easy. We'll just try it. And they're trying it. And
now they're hooked on crack.
We have 214 episodes. They have what? 1? Right? Am I right?
Think 3 or 4.
Oh,
sorry. I'm gonna go get my beer.
It's one episode, but it's a part 1, part 2, part 3. It's like the prequels of Star Wars.
See, it's really hard to start drama with them because I like them both. I need to like nonchalantly and politely just call them out for dumb stuff.
Morgan is the Jar Jar Binks of CNC based podcasts.
Who said that? It's oh, I thought you were reading that from the chat. I'm like, who said that? That's so specific and kind of mean. No, he's Sebulba, a forgettable character from episode 1. Boom, take that. Sebulba is the bad guy who walked on his arms. Yeah,
but he also got all the ladies or the
but in the beginning, and then he didn't win the race
in the end
because he cheated Anakin.
And that's when you learn that cheetahs never prosper.
For 2 seconds and you guys start talking about Star Wars.
Well, we're talking about Sebulba specifically. From the first Phantom Menace. Listen, he broke the regulator. You don't do that.
That's just downright rude. That's
Morgan,
how Omaha went without power for so long.
Morgan's the least like Jabba the Hutt character.
Sometimes he likes to eat full animals.
I'm sorry, everybody.
That's fine.
I don't condone this.
Morgan,
Pizza
if you were
the Hut.
Pizza the Hut. Morgan, if you were a character, you're so tall and skinny, you'd be the aliens that make the clones for the Republic.
The cloners?
Yeah, the cloners. I forget the name.
What are they?
It's Camino. It's Camino. It's the planet where they work.
The kimonos.
My God, I'm not even that into Star Wars, and my knowledge is alarming. I realize I'm pretty into Star Wars.
I'm not into Star Wars.
Yeah.
The El Caminos.
The El Caminos. Yeah, it's a gang. They just got pulled up socks and stuff.
half alien, half pickup truck.
Yo, by the way, can we bring that car back? I thought it was a cool look.
I figured out why Jason seems like he's having a stroke. He's like 30 minutes behind. He's just now getting to where we're talking about Newfoundland dogs.
That's right. Yeah. Refresh or don't actually, because you'll miss half of it. Jason, if you do a thumbs up, it speeds up the video. Star Wars GTA mod. Ooh, Dan.
That do be bussin'.
That would be bussin'.
You can't do mods on Xbox One. Sorry.
Also, speaking of mods, I'm thinking about switching Helldivers over to computer just to run the tank engine.
Oh my God, it's so cursed.
Horrifying.
You can be like Buzz Lightyear and stuff. It's pretty dark.
They noticed we like living, so they made it more expensive.
Oh no.
We could get into that.
Dan, I was actually pretty upset about that news that I sent you earlier today.
Thank you for kicking me when I was down.
No, Dan had no power. I'm like, Dan, I'm not trying to make you feel worse, but then it was an article that there's.
I'm not trying to make you feel worse, but here's something you totally don't need right now.
There's an actor strike in the video game industry that's going to affect the GTA 6 launch. And Dan, I was pretty upset because I was looking forward to that game. Dan's obviously upset.
I'm upset as well, but like, you could have waited.
Till today at 8:50 Central.
Is it a bad time to also bring up
now that you got power, Dan, let me tell you about this thing.
Did you know that tires.com was running a 50% off sale all day today?
Son of a bitch.
Buy one, get 3 free.
Oh, it was so I bought 2 sets. I got 2 sets of winter tires because I like the snow, ladies.
Your early winter and slushy post-winter tires.
Yeah, we get like all like what do they call it? Oh, black snow or whatever, when it's just like asphalt and bits of the road and mixed with the snow, and it just turns into like the hardest ice and
the nastiness.
It's the worst.
Here, let's play a fun game called What Reality Is Jason Living? Ha 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 ha. Pete has it figured out.
Oh, I can't.
Yeah, you see what I'm talking about? Like,
he just got to the part where I was talking about why Sebulba failed in the race. Yeah, that whole theory.
No, but then he just brought up the Jointery podcast. We talked about that like literally 30 minutes ago.
I wonder if
he's rewinding.
Oh, he must be in reverse. No, he's watching on AWPRoulette.com where it actually just it just jumps around the live.
That would be so bad.
And you got to figure out the context.
And yet, it would probably still make just as much sense.
Yeah, I was gonna say it would track just as well.
Yeah. Like what they're just talking about.
The Joiner podcast, that's like Sebulba.
They were talking about Lola Bunny. Now they're talking about Sebulba. General Bossa Nova.
Why are they talking about soaking in Jabba the Hutt?
Yeah, this all went awry.
Malcolm sent me a text today just to let me know that he was in the Outer Banks having the time of his life and dining at biscuits and porn while I didn't have power.
Oh, that's the place with the biscuits and the porn. Yeah.
He had the time of his life.
Dan, can you explain that place, please? I don't know if everyone knows what that is.
Malcolm goes to in the Outer Banks. It's called Biscuits and Porn. It's a restaurant, I believe.
B&B, baby. It's not like AMP. You can't abbreviate it. Oh, he says it like it's Whole Foods.
He gave me a bunch of swag from there at Workbench Con.
Was it more biscuit based swag or porn based swag?
I'm
always
not
ketchup
legally
based.
allowed to tell. However, he asked me about it today when he was texting me. He said, "Hey, did I give that to you at Maker Workbench Con?"
Because he needs it back.
Maker condom.
No, and I could have swore he did, but I started looking for it and I can't find it. So maybe he didn't. I don't know.
He didn't give it to you at workbench camp?
Workbench camp? Yeah.
Taste the biscuits. You can
taste the
biscuits. You know the song. The song is instantly in your
head.
Taste the goodness of the biscuits.
So dumb. Oh my god.
Listen, we can't afford housing, but we got the biscuit lady. So who's really losing here? Economy.
Also, it's such a weird like place to open, and the fact that they're still in business, like they're doing just enough to be like, yeah, we're gonna beat the system.
Two biscuits at the same time.
Two biscuits at the same.
Cost. They've got a thing you can order on the menu. It's $1 million. It's called Two Biscuits at the same time.
It's a gas station. Looks like a regular gas station. You go in and there's a biscuit counter, and then over on the small wall there's porn mags. What a time to be alive!
A time to be alive. So you could get like Excedrin, your Gatorade, some gummies, and then some porn.
One of those hot dogs that Braden,
the forever rolls.
It's the Costco dog.
The one he reverse hocked to it into his mouth?
Yes.
Hey, I chicken baked that into my belly.
Oh God! Did you post that on Instagram? I forget, or did you just send it to?
It? No, I just left it for you boys.
So
just we weren't supposed to talk about it publicly.
Braden went real deep on the Costco TikTok, and he went and got the chicken bake, which is just like, imagine just a forearm, right?
A large hot pocket.
Forearm from elbow to wrist. That's how big the thing is. It's filled with like ranch and chicken shredded and some other spices, whatever. Delicious. It's like 1,000 calories. It's crazy. Then the trick is you bite off the top, right, as normally would, and then you take the hot dog that you got, toss the bun. Who wants the bun, right? It's just calories.
That's just empty. That's empty
calories. Yeah. You take the hot dog, you stick it into the chicken bake. Here's the key. You got to do it slow, eye contact with the camera the whole time. You don't look over, see if you're doing it right. No, you use the front facing camera all the way in, and then, you know, and he just went for it.
Then you gargle that crap.
You know, in the movie Role Models, when what's her name gets the gas station hot dog, or the gas station like pig in a blanket. What's that look like? Yeah.
I don't remember this scene, or maybe I haven't seen this movie.
I think it's like a credit scene, like at the end, because there's not much dialogue and it adds nothing. I'll find it.
Okay. Elbow deep in hot dog. Basically, yeah, he was pretty deep in there. I do remember you getting home and like your body just waging war on itself.
Oh my lord.
Was it podcast night too?
Yeah.
It was?
It was? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was podcast night, because I spent that entire episode just wanting to just dump and run.
Oh, mistakes were made.
Oh, was that the episode you were like, we got to wrap this up. We got to wrap this up.
No, that was when he spilled Pepsi on himself.
Oh, yeah, that's Pepsi.
Oh, that's why he spilled Pepsi.
Braden has food-related issues. Pepsi.
I'm not exactly the least clumsy person on earth, and I'm constantly surrounded by food and beverage.
Oh, wait.
I'm always fueling up.
I don't know if Emma's still watching, but Emma was editing because she does our video edits now, and she was editing, and she goes, I need to know, who's Braden texting the whole episode? Like, you're on your phone, and I've noticed it before, where like at times you'll just be like the phone just goes into frame a little bit, right? Like I
think he's looking stuff up.
I think he is. Yeah.
It's live research, or I'm texting
live
you guys.
Yeah.
That's how lame I am. I'm on a podcast with my friends, and I still feel the need to talk to those same friends in the group chat.
Because the thing is, you're not like, it's not like you're distracted. You're just like your eyes are down, and like, you know, we've had people on the podcast before. They just like go on like as a guest and just be like, huh? You know, like, you're still here. But it's so funny because I have noticed he is focused. He's just so focused.
I'm so used to, for my day job, because it's I'm talking to people on the phone all day, and I'm also doing my maker stuff, you know, talking to you fools, and then I'm also looking stuff up on the computer all at the same time. So I'm constantly 40% committed to every single thing I'm doing. So, I talk about that like it's a good thing.
Yeah. He's texting Luke in a garage
gonna tell me
for funny quips.
Hey, if I gotta drop bits all the time, but I gotta make sure I know the bit or else the bit won't land.
Yeah.
Again with the Jason Sullivan comments. Somebody explain that to me. You're feeding the jokes.
I think he means
don't feed the jokes after midnight.
After midnight, yeah. Well, that's why we stopped being funny after midnight. After we recorded for 2 hours, we stopped being funny.
It's a Gremlins thing.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay.
We should start doing like wild and outrageous giveaways at the end of the 3-hour-long episodes, so people are like, "Oh."
If you made it this far, send in code phrase
bonerific.
See, Pennsylvania Dutch Rudder for your chance at winning $3,200.
Do we have
worth of Velocity screws?
Do we have a sponsor this week? Do I need to come up with a code phrase or anything like that?
I don't think we do, but I think we should move next week's up a week.
So we do this week.
What's next week's?
We get a ton of Hamill next week.
We're just going
Hamilton
next week.
Yeah. CNC with me, I think next week.
Oh, a ton of
Hamill.
Okay.
Yeah. It's a play on words. At least I'm pretty sure. We'll double check. We'll figure out the scheduling part of it.
Okay.
Oh no, it's Maker Camp and Hamilton.
See, that's what I'm saying. Do I need to come up with the code phrase? Should we do that this week?
We should start preparing for a code phrase.
You want to do it this week? Look it out. Just us girls. Yeah, just us girls. All right, because there's a good chance that we are not going to be recording next week, guys.
I could have swore we weren't going to record this week.
Every single week, we're not sure. We're totally not recording this
no
week.
one's more disappointed than I am. Like, I was hoping to be already sleep deprived with a baby, but no, Emma's like, I want to hold on a little longer.
Jason's giving me an explanation. Malcolm said he was
texting Braden. Oh, yes,
Braden.
He's feeding him jokes that make sense.
Okay.
Oh, that's funny.
Fun fact. He's very funny. Malcolm's very funny, and it's not a fun fact. It's just that he's the fun one, and it's a fact about him. So he's the one feeding Braden and me. Honestly, I'm texting him too. Sorry, he does all my intros.
No.
Spoiled it. All right, I moved it up. So yeah, Dan, we'll have to think of a code phrase.
So this will be a Maker Camp sponsored episode.
Yeah.
So everybody be on the lookout for a code phrase to
get a
Maker Camp ticket.
You can win a ticket, and we're definitely gonna do it like hidden somewhere in the questions towards the end. So you'll have to listen.
It's gonna be the last thing we say.
It's gonna be in the outro.
Yeah.
Wait, we have done that before where we were doing the outro and we're like, oh wait, we're supposed to do it, and like we literally picked
true story.
Yeah, we picked the code phrase like in the outro. We're like, this is the biggest like bait and switch ever.
Do the outro and then 10 seconds of silence and then just a completely different, like obviously recorded on the phone or something like that, audio of just, by the way, code phrases insert here.
Hi.
Alrighty.
You want to come and say hi?
Oh my God.
Yeah,
is she going into labor? Is this it? Is this the moment?
How are you feeling?
Are we 100% certain she's even pregnant? Or is this all just the biggest...
There's no doubt she's pregnant.
This is just the biggest scam.
What? A week early? What? I don't think Morgan listens to this. Her friend that's doing a week. Water just broke.
Is she the friend?
I'm so disappointed now.
I didn't know Morgan Hop was pregnant. This is crazy.
Yeah, I want to meet my new best friend. Yeah, Morgan Hop. That's what have you seen?
Morgan?
Have you seen any content from him from the shoulders down? Think about that.
Not.
Yeah.
That's true.
And then what does he do? He starts a podcast where he does what? Sit with another man on camera, shoulders up again. Boom. So most of the content they're going to recycle
Pregnant.
this. And then anytime there's going to be a full shot, he's going to be holding like a sign, like he's like a sign carver or something. Going to cover up the belly.
Like a sack of russet potatoes.
And then out of nowhere, boom, Maker Camp with a baby. Fan theory. I'm a fan.
It all really starts making sense.
It all makes sense. And the father,
he was kind of showing
Stonefinity, obviously.
Oh, see, there's another freaking
Yeah, that's right, Alex.
There's another freaking Etsy message. Hey, I need help.
Another
Yeah, I know,
freaking
we all need
shark
help.
with a freaking laser beam attached to its head.
Steal the thunder. Yeah, he's gonna try to steal the
Dude.
thunder.
That's a good idea, Alex. It'll be we'll have the secret code phrase. It'll be the Marvel end credit scene. So we're gonna make them listen to the credits.
And then at the end, just do like a short little scene, like
just a little bit.
But it has to be a bit though. Like we come back and all the cameras are on, but we just walk in like, oh, you guys are still here? Oh, hey Dan, and then he like pops in like we should call Braden, and like I've been here the whole time, and then we do the yeah we should do that. Sorry, it's because of last week's sponsor. I just keep thinking of all these bits
and bits.
Mm-hmm. Mine came in today.
Much excited. I was so worried that I hooked up my 1/4 inch down spiral down cut bit. Words are hard. I put in one of my bits from Bits and Bits, which is coated with the Astra coating proprietary technology. Use code AWP to save 10%. And then we left yesterday, and I don't turn off my CNC, and I have the spindle, and so when the power goes out, it drops.
I have a spindle, and mine doesn't drop when power goes out.
I forget if mine does or doesn't. I remember
because it
doesn't anymore.
Masso motors. I have different motors than you.
Mine is superior to your Elite Masso. Okay.
Well, no, yours is just so full of sawdust that it can't move. But yeah, I was so worried. I was like, oh no, my brand new bit is like snapped in half because it just slammed into the spoil board.
I mean, listen,
it doesn't fall that fast though, does it? It doesn't just slam.
It does.
I will say this now. The only reason Dan is over 100K, not the Schmodies thing, not any of the amazing content he put out there. Nope. It was the time he just unlocked his collet and the bit fell out and got stuck in the wasteboard.
Oh my God.
100 million views.
That pissed off a lot of people.
It's so many people. But Dan, I remember you were one of the first to like hit one of those big waves. That was the video. You were like, it's at like 6 million. What do I do? That was good. That was the good old times where like you can get like crazy views on a video and like you went into the stratosphere.
Like a 3-second long video too.
Yeah, I think it happened right around the other thing. So just all of it just like it's like a wave.
It compounded.
Speaking of waves, I wish I was in Tahiti with the surfing finals for the Olympics. Am I right?
I've been to Tahiti.
Have you really?
I shot a wedding in Tahiti.
Really?
In 2012, yeah.
Wow.
Actually, in French Polynesia, so not the main Tahitian island. It's an island called Moorea. It's like Bora Bora is part of the French Polynesian islands, which is Tahiti. Moorea is another one of those islands. It's a 45-minute. What's the word I'm looking for?
Swim.
Not a
boat.
Swim. It's a boat, but it's a ferry. 45-minute ferry from the main Tahiti island to Moorea.
Man, a destination wedding like that is just a big F you to all your poor friends, isn't it?
Did Dan have sweaty Tahitis?
I did and didn't. It was amazing.
Right next to Moorea,
I still talk about it, obviously.
Isn't there also the island of Lesiea?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you can't get anything there. Sucks.
Yeah, the island, the name Tahiti actually translates to just enough Aiea. So you should know that. Yeah.
Who's recycled wooden things?
He recycles wooden things. Why are you being rude?
Do I know?
He's got a job and he posts about it. And what do? Huh? Yeah. Braden, accounts payable.
So what happened to your bit, Braden?
Oh yeah, what happened to your bit?
Nothing. I never lost power because I live in a nice part of the town.
Because I'm not a poor.
Okay.
No, I think we had like some brownouts. We never actually lost power, but like when we got back,
brownouts, that doesn't sound
like
good at
you lose
all.
power, but it comes right back on. So some of your electronic shit turns off, and some of it.
I don't like the sound of brownout. I'm gonna be honest.
You had a brownout last week after his Costco hot dog.
I've
had several brownouts. I had a brownout on the stoop once.
No, you're thinking of a brown note.
No, it was a brownout.
All right, we should get into the show. This is a fun, very fun live. Hopefully we provided you guys with twice the entertainment because we're gonna take a week off next week. It's honestly, it's all up in the air. Who the heck knows?
Who knows? We're still not convinced Emma is actually pregnant.
Yeah, I gotta figure it out. I don't know. Could be a really nice bodysuit. I've seen Mrs. Doubtfire. I know what technology's like. Okay.
And that was back in like the 90s.
Imagine what they could do now. It could all be AI.
Honey, we're gonna take good care of you.
Yeah, it's just the biggest pyramid scheme. She's just been milking it for 9 months. Not anymore. Not on my watch.
Not up in here.
Just imagine all those gifts you've gotten.
That's what it is.
None of them fit me.
No, we've seen the baby saddle. We've seen the evidence.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Didn't we send you the baby saddle?
You did, yeah. Yeah, that's actually that will be getting used a lot.
Yeah, you better believe it.
Because you've got those Ukrainian like slim hips with no.
I don't want to be that guy, but we got 2 of those. One was a different brand. Yours had a cup holder. That one did not. So
you better believe it did.
So suck it, substandard other friends.
Yeah, and there's possibly something coming in the mail for you guys.
Is it the other one with no cup holder?
We have to share.
Yeah,
have to share.
Just so you can try to bring Nick on.
To have that substandard thing, the hip sling or whatever it is.
The daddy saddle, the daddle.
Daddy saddle.
All right. Speaking of daddy saddles, we're gonna be like soakers that are done quaking and be out. And we'll see you guys next week.
I don't like that.
Or the week after that. I don't know. We'll figure it out.
I don't like that at all.
Well, find out.
Reminds me of my childhood.
Find out next week on Dragon Ball Z. Sorry.
Go Power
Rangers. Bye.